The thermal's right. Shinja attempts to put out a fight. I don't think I'm gonna read these through. I don't want to read them through. You guys can read it, right? You guys are all quick readers. Anyway, I realized that the volume was a bit unbalanced. So I toned it down. So I'm gonna check it out after that. If it's still down, I'll make sure to fix it in the next one. That's for sure. So this is where you actually start building a normal base. This is where it starts really feeling like an RTS. So you have your basic units. These are your peasants. Friendly guys. You can see them. They love their job. These are peasants, and they collect the two basic resources in this game, which is water and rice. Which is obviously because you obviously you build your buildings out of water and rice. And they also build buildings, and they also become soldiers, which is where I think the game goes differently. So this is your first training building you get. This is the first mission, so you don't get much. So this is your first training building for the Dragon Clan, and it's a dojo. And from there you get to train spearmen. So this is get our resources. So it's a very basic HUD. You got your minimap. The white represents the rice, the blue is water, paths, that kind of stuff. Your normal HUD display here, which all your items and stuff you can do. And of course you have your other stuff here, your menus here, your rice, your water, your population cap, and the timed to the next peasant. And you get these attacks now and then, they just send them down. I'm really glad they fixed the AI in this, because prior to this, I remember playing it when it first was coming out and stuff. What would happen is that the enemy will actually play smart, right? So what they would do is they would actually mass up like 20 to 30 units and bring them down to you, like through this path over here. And it was very, very painful. I'm just gonna rally them up here. These are basic spearmen. And they poke people. So basically you just gotta mass up some of this. So as we're talking about the next peasant time rate. So the thing is, you don't have to create your workers. They spawn out normally from these peasant huts. The more you have, the more you get. I think, if I'm not wrong, I don't know if they've changed that or something. I just like to build a lot anyway, just in case, right? Um, I'm gonna wait for a bit more for that. Anyway, so um, your peasants spawn normally out of your peasant huts, and this is the time taken for the next one. It becomes progressively slower the higher your population. So at like 19 out of 20, that bar is gonna take forever to move up. I'm just gonna make them hold their positions. And I'm gonna upgrade. So when you get into battle, you have a chance to earn yin or yang points. And I think they mislabeled this. You can correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure the yang is supposed to be black and the yin is white. If I'm not wrong. But you can use this for upgrades. You can use this to create heroes. Obviously, we can't do that right now. We only have one thing. We have two upgrades. The next one needs 2 points to get. Increases their damage. This one increases their health. The only thing I think I would dislike is the fact that it doesn't mention the exact amount of health you have here, so you can't number crunch unless you go find a wiki or something. And basic physics applies to the game, so obviously if you're right under the watchtower, he can't hit you because it's physically impossible unless he falls over. And when you engage ranged units in melee, they cannot shoot. It's a basic mission. Might feel boring at first, actually. But it scales up pretty well, which is what I enjoy about it. It doesn't give you too much at a glance. These two guys gonna die. Which is watchtower, just go down a bit quicker. These guys suck at taking down buildings. I really love it when you get proper siege units. That's where the fun happens. Dragon strength, spearmen do more damage, so that's what I want. Actually, might as well send these guys up. They can help out with destroying the things. The damage is obviously a bit more higher. So heroes have special abilities. So Kenji's is critical strike. Next one does double damage, which is a lot. And battle cry for Otomo. He gives people damage boost. Otomo's stamina is shit. Otomo's armor I think is kinda crappy. He dies very very easily. I actually dislike him as a hero. If I do play like a skirmish, like a normal game, I do not like to get him as at all, because he's just very... I mean, yeah, the team boost is nice, but as a single hero, he sucks. Sadly, his critical damage doesn't apply on buildings. I don't think everyone gets to this. Nope. So this guy's here. In case an archer comes out. And I think my population's almost maxed. I don't need you to collect water anymore. I don't need you to collect rice anymore. I can just whittle down on people doing resource collection. But at this point it won't matter. So there's one more troops.
As you command. Over there. I move. Over there. Agreed.
Hopefully you can't hear my clicking. If not, I might need to change it to push to talk.
I'm off.
I've set fraps to pick up my mic volume and hopefully it doesn't do anything else. Though the sound quality is really really shitty, I might just do what I used to do, which is record my audio on Audacity or some other external program.
As you command.
I don't know if I want to do it. Well, this will be sufficient numbers. I don't care about people's stamina. It's almost fat. These guys run. Boom. Oh, that was a critical strike. Boom. So it's basically instant damage. Once this keep is destroyed, the mission ends anyway. So I'm just gonna leave these guys be, and this will come down. And I should cut it soon. And the mission cuts the next one. So I'll see you in the next one, guys.